Corruption is one of the greatest obstacles to Africa's progress. Across the continent, countless resources, gold, oil, diamonds, and public funds are siphoned away, leaving ordinary citizens in poverty while a few leaders live in luxury. But corruption is not just a domestic problem. It is often amplified and sustained by foreign interference, creating a cycle that prevents Africa from achieving true independence and prosperity. For decades, foreign powers have used political, economic, and military influence to manipulate African governments. Through loans, aid, investments, and strategic alliances, they create dependency. Leaders who should serve the people often prioritize the interests of foreign governments and multinational corporations over their own citizens. The result is a system where wealth is extracted from Africa and decisions are made for the benefit of outsiders. Corrupt leaders often justify their actions with excuses. We need foreign investment, or this is for the development of the nation. But in reality, they enrich themselves while essential services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure crumble. Schools remain underfunded, hospitals lack equipment, and the roads connecting communities fall into disrepair, while billions are unaccounted for in government coffers. Foreign interference further complicates the issue. When powerful nations back certain leaders, they indirectly protect them from accountability. They may provide political support, military aid, or economic partnerships that shield corrupt practices. Sometimes foreign interests even fuel internal conflicts to maintain control over resources. This is why some African leaders can act with impunity for decades, despite the suffering of their citizens. But exposing corruption and foreign interference is only the first step. Africans must demand transparency, accountability, and integrity. Civil society, organizations, independent media, and citizen activism are essential tools in this fight. Social media now allows ordinary citizens to shine a light on wrongdoing and mobilize communities in ways that were impossible just a generation ago. Education also plays a key role. Citizens who understand how corruption works, who are aware of foreign manipulation, and who can analyze economic and political decisions critically are less likely to be exploited. Knowledge empowers people to demand change and to elect leaders who truly serve their communities. Pan-African solidarity is also vital. Corruption thrives when nations operate in isolation. By sharing intelligence, policies, and strategies, African countries can hold each other accountable. Regional organizations like the African Union and ECOWAS must strengthen mechanisms to prevent corrupt practices and resist foreign exploitation. But accountability must start at home. Africans must vote responsibly, refuse to participate in bribery, and insist on leaders who prioritize public welfare. True leadership is about service, integrity, and vision, not self-enrichment or foreign favoritism. The fight against corruption and foreign interference is not easy. Powerful interests are invested in maintaining the status quo, but change is possible. Throughout Africa's history, courageous leaders, activists, and citizens have stood against oppression, exploitation, and theft. That same courage is needed today. We must expose corruption, resist foreign manipulation, and demand governments that serve Africa, not the interests of outsiders. We must build systems of accountability, transparency, and ethical governance. When African leaders are held responsible and foreign powers are prevented from exploiting our nations, the continent can finally rise. This is not a fight for the future alone, it is a fight for the present. Every citizen has a role. Question authority, demand answers, participate in governance, and refuse to normalize corruption. Africa cannot achieve independence, development, or unity, as long as leaders enrich themselves and foreign powers dictate our path. If you believe in Africa's liberation and the fight against corruption, like this video, share it widely, comment your thoughts on accountability, and subscribe for more content exposing the truths behind Africa's challenges. Together, we can reclaim our wealth, our dignity, and our destiny.